Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Mouse Ears Podcast, where we talk about all things travel, but mostly Disney. Brought to you by Fairy Tale Journeys Travel.
So I had this thought, and the thought was...
I thought we were starting the
We're
episode.
recording.
I thought we were recording a blooper. No,
I mean, it will be. I mean, it can be. Continue,
It's going
Steph.
to be now.
Blah, 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 blah.
Okay. Well, hi, and welcome to another episode from the Mouse Ears Podcast. I am one of your hosts. I am Jenny, and I am joined by Mr. Kelton,
Hello.
Miss Stephanie,
I'm embarrassed right now. Hi,
She is
everyone.
not a High School Musical fan, y'all.
No, I am not.
and Mr. Brooks.
Howdy ho, neighbors, and hello, embarrassed. I'm Brooks. Real quick, dad joke for you. Went to the beekeeper and asked for 12 bees. He came back with 13. And I said, hey, you gave me 13 bees. I asked for 12. Oh, that's a freebie.
I like that.
Ba-da-da-da-da-da.
Wow, that was immaculate.
I love it. I love it. All right. Well, today we are going to be talking about what to put in your park bag, or what we put in our park bags. You may not want our stuff in your park bags. I don't know. We're going to find out. We'll discover this together. But first, we're going to move on to new news.
I'm not ready. Hold on. Hold on. This whole episode is a mess.
Thought I was the one embarrassed.
Well, hello everyone. I guess I'm doing the new news. We didn't actually talk about it. This is just off on the rails. So here we are with the new news. I am your anchor, Chris and Brooks Runner. So, and I could just put that back, man. Steph, you wanted more personality and weird. We got this. So Disney After Hours is back at Walt Disney World. These separately ticketed events are limited to a select number of guests, allowing you to enjoy Magic Kingdom Park, Disney's Hollywood Studios, and Epcot after they officially close for the day. Start your night as early as 7 p.m. and stay 3 hours after the park closes. Experiencing shorter wait times for attractions, meeting some of your favorite characters, and indulging in snacks like ice cream, popcorn, and select tickets included in your ticket.
Select drinks.
Yeah, select drinks. I am sorry.
You don't get tickets with your tickets.
No. Start. These events will begin on January 6th at Magic Kingdom, January 22nd at Disney's Hollywood Studios, and February 27th at Epcot. Contact your Fairy Tale Journeys agent today when they go on sale.
Also, stay tuned for a future episode all on After Hours. We had a poll of sorts on our Facebook group, so hopefully you participated because we got a lot of thumbs up for this. So stay tuned. This will surely come, and that way you can learn a little bit more and see if this is something for you.
All right. So moving forward, a new holiday themed show at Disneyland called Believe in Holiday Magic and World of Color Season of Light at Disney California Adventure will run through November 15th to January 6th, 2025. Make sure to check out the Disneyland app for updated show times. And moving right along with DCL, the Queen of DCL, Laura, will like this. Disney Cruise Line Destiny will have its maiden voyage from Port Everglades in Fort Lauderdale, Florida on November 20th, 2025.
Also, the itineraries should be out soon, but for everyone who is interested, and yes, our Queen of DCL, Laura, will be on that maiden voyage. But if you're also interested in the inaugural season of the Disney Destiny of the second week around September 6th, I think, and September 12th, between that week. That's when booking opens up. I think the 12th for general
I think
public,
it's the
and then
12th for general
Yeah.
public. Yes.
so I think the 6th is like for Castaway Pearl members. So stay tuned. And there is a wait list. So if you're interested, please reach out to Fairy Tale Journeys and we can get you on that wait list and see what itinerary best fits you and your travel needs. All right. Sorry, Brooks.
Yes. Oh no, you're good.
That's
All right, and
Christian.
move. Yes, Christian Brooks runner. And moving right along, guys. It's time. Food and wine, food and wine. Everyone loves food and wine. Peter Burkhart and the Burkhart Project is finally here. The Mouse Ears podcast will actually meet and will have boots on the ground on September 7th. So stay tuned on all of our social media for pictures, lives, and more. And if you're listening to this and you're going to be in Orlando and want to meet us, we're going to be in Epcot September 7th. So come on. And then lastly, Royal Caribbean has announced that they are not stopping at 3 Icon class ships, but they have confirmed ordering a 4th with options for a 5th and a 6th ship. So come seek the Royal Caribbean.
I don't know how I feel about that.
Please tell us your thoughts.
I just don't know. I want smaller ships, which we've all heard the rumors for the Discovery class, air quotes for those on the not watching the video. The big ships are nice, but I like the smaller ships. That's all I have.
I hear that a lot more often than I thought I would. I mean, there is a group out there for the floating cities, but I do get a lot of smaller boat preferences. I think more.
The group also doesn't want to pay $4,000 for an interior guaranteed room.
No
So I'm
kidding.
gonna snip off my box now.
I completely agree with that. But we still sell them.
Yeah. And with that is the end of the new news. And let's send it back over to Jenni and Kelton, our trivia master.
Jenni, if you don't mind, I can take this one for today's trivia. Very good. Just like last week's episode and just like next week's episode, well, not next week, but the week after. We'll get to that later. Today's trivia question is brought to you by the Magic Candle Company. Next time you want a Disney-inspired scent, like Brooks has held up right there to fill your home or office, whether it may be a candle, room spray, or more, make sure to use our special promo code MouseEars for 15% off. That's MOUSEEARS for 15% off any of your future Magic Candle Company purchases. Today's trivia question. Thankfully, Brooks and I are here because Steph is not a fan of this one. So, actually located in Utah, what high school served as the main setting of the 2006 hit Disney Channel original movie, High School Musical? If you know the answer, that's great. Make sure to let us know in any of the comments on any social media. If you don't, we'll tell you at the end of the episode. Thank you, Jenni. Back to you.
All righty. Well, thank you so much. And if you're watching this hot mess go on YouTube, help us spread more magic. If you love all things travel, but mostly Disney, make sure you click that like button, subscribe to our channel, smash that little bell for your VIP pass to be notified of every new episode.
That was perfect.
Do we have the smash?
No, I didn't put it in, but I do have this.
Oh no, we have it. We have it.
Yes. Love it. We are just a hot mess today. All right. Today, each of us is going to tell you what we pack in our park bags. This is what we bring to the parks with us. This is our we have to have these, can't go without it. So there's a lot of different things. There's a lot of different scenarios. So I'm curious to see what everybody has. Some people have little kids, some people go solo. So I'm interested in this. So we are going to start out with Brooks.
All right. So, and this is what we're bringing to the parks with us next week while we are all in this together. So,
Steph, did you see what he did there?
yes.
I think she's
It
ignoring
could be the
us.
start
Yeah.
of something
And-
new.
Yeah. And you know what time it is? The time is now to
It's
celebrate being there. So,
right.
my bag has changed. It's changed slightly throughout the years. Before Kelsey and I, we were going without kids. We were just packing for ourselves. The bag was a little lighter than what it is now. So basically, packing for three people. The one that requires the most stuff is the smallest one because she's still in diapers. Like the Brady's bunch, the youngest one in curls. So our bag, we're actually going to be trying out a new bag, and I have it here with me. This is a bag that I bought for work, and then also it's going to be our park bag for this trip. It is a nomadic bag, and we should have links for all of this in the description, and then also hopefully on our Amazon storefront coming soon. So this bag is their Navigator Light 15 liter bag. It can also expand to 21 liters. Has a lot of room in it. But what are we packing in that bag? Well, first of all, we are going to be bringing our new camera with us. Can't really show it right now because I'm actually using it for this video, but we just got a Sony A7 Mark IV camera with a 28 to 70 millimeter lens. We just got the camera, so we're not packing extra lenses with that. But we're also going to be bringing a little tripod, and I actually have that right here. It is the Joby Gorilla tripod, and what is nice about this tripod is you can actually change up the legs and wrap it around things, so you can set it up. Say if you're in Epcot and you're next to a rail, but you want to set it up for maybe a time lapse for the fireworks show, you can set that up and just let it go. Also, one thing that has been a lifesaver on all of our trips is a power bank. I am a big component for the Anchor power banks. Those have been very useful for us. Also, we're going to be packing extra cords for charging our phones. We've actually met friends in lines for attractions, and their phone is about to die. Their kid is about to go nuts in the line, and say, hey, use our power bank, use our cord, and get to talk to them for about 20 minutes. Strangely, it always happens in Journey into Your Imagination with Figment. Another thing that is always a staple in my bags, I started using these whenever I started running, anti-chafe sticks. They are good for, I carry a couple. Some are good for sensitive areas. Some are good for your feet. Pretty much anywhere that can chafe. These are great for that. And plus it comes in a stick, so it can be easily reapplied. Extra socks. It does rain quite a bit in Florida. So sometimes bringing an extra pair of socks can be a huge lifesaver, because there is nothing worse than getting blisters while in the parks. I have learned that from personal experience. Also, we are big components for the emergency ponchos that you can get. Little tip: try to grab those before you get down in Florida around the parks. They're typically cheaper. And then also we bring a little hand sanitizer. And then for Ellie, we usually have a little spare outfit for her, baby wipes, diapers, a rain cover for the stroller, and also try to have a fan for the stroller as well, because it does get hot down there. And then also another thing that has been that was a huge lifesaver for us last time, and we use these now anytime we go out to eat or anything like that. Disposable table covers. And basically it's just a placemat that has little sticky pads on the back. We put them down because Ellie can eat from a plate. She prefers to then take that plate, dump it on the table, and then eat it from the table. So we just put the food on the mat. She eats it, and then whenever she's done, she goes, all done. We take the mat up, ball it up, easy cleanup.
That is
But
brilliant. That's a brilliant idea.
We had someone, I think we saw someone with that on our next to last trip that we took, and we're like, that's brilliant. So we went and got one for ourselves. We got one for ourselves, and you can get a pack of 60 for fairly cheap. But that is, and usually we also Disney, we had the power bank, but then we also usually have a backup fuel rod that we got several trips ago, and you can always exchange those and get a fresh one. Those are also rechargeable, so I have recharged mine as well. But yeah, we always had that for that's our emergency backup. Because with the power bank that we have, it holds a lot of juice, but when you use your phone, now we're going to be charging this camera, it can drain your battery throughout the day pretty quick. So and then also we have the Magic Band Plus. If we forget to charge those, we have to charge those with the power bank as well. So that is it for our park bag for 2024.
Brooks, I would have to say you can call me Sharpay Evans, because that's fabulous right there.
Yep.
I mean, it's a good park bag.
Yeah.
I never would have thought of the table covers. Genius.
I mean, yep, it's
genius.
That idea brought me bop 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 to the top.
You know what?
Wipes away my inhibition. Makes me strut my stuff.
It's honestly what I've been looking for.
Yeah.
It truly has. I mean,
Steph, we're never going to stop, because that's who I am. Never going to stop. That is the plan.
You just may have to go
you
your
can
own
bet
way.
on it. What about
every
us?
day?
What about everything we've been through?
Yeah.
I never wanted to hurt you.
Well, I think that for this one, I want to go last. So I'm going to move to Kelton.
Oh, I'll go. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So it's myself, my lovely wife Casey, and my 4-year-old son Kenny. So pretty simple to start with. Amazon got these lovely, it's a 2-pack battery chargers, 15,000 mAh. I don't know how to actually pronounce that. So mAh each. So I got 30,000 here. And it's got two of the USB-B plugs, one USB-C, and for everybody else that chooses to be difficult in the world with an Android, you can charge that as well. And the fact that they're fast, and they really are fast charging, so I really do like it. It does take my phone maybe an hour to go from about 20% up to 100%. So it's really nice to have 2 of those. Like Brooks said, sometimes those Magic Band Pluses don't last as long if you have the lights going off like I do. So they do tend to die pretty quick. On top of that, I too also have a phone tripod, wrap it around there. And these work great when we were on our cruises for Royal Caribbean as well. And I've got one of these handy dandy, I'll try to show it, but I don't know if it'll work, but a gimbal-ish. I do plan to bring, because now that we've launched our YouTube channel, I'm going to try to get some nice quality videos to put up of like the maybe the Dapper Dans, Main Street Philharmonic, everything like that. Let me see here. Oh, gotta have your charge cables no matter what. I mean, Amazon, you can find them for dirt cheap. I also carry either my HEB or my Costco baby wipes, which are great for Kenny being 4 years old, or for me being 33. It's perfect. Quick cleanup. Hand sanitizer, socks. And I'm even one of those crazy people, because I refuse to pay $5 for a bottle of Coke. So I will carry about 3 to 4 cans of either Coke or Dr. Pepper in my backpack, because I don't want to pay that much. I mean, you can just get a cup of ice from any quick service or restaurant. I don't bring the cans. I don't open them up at a table service, but for quick service, I will.
You don't carry them in your cargo shorts?
No, I save those for my Busch lattes.
Okay.
Except they never make it past security, so yeah, those have to stay at the resort.
Pre-game.
Absolutely. So, it was quick, and I do apologize, but I mean, that's pretty much it for my part. And if you can see on YouTube, my park bag is right here. It's a 7-year-old backpack, and it's kind of starting to like fray at the top where the zipper is, and I might have to. It might make one last Disney trip next week, and then it might have to be retired. I don't think it's going to make it to September. So that's what I have. I'm going to assume that Jenny wanted to go last. So, Steph, I hope you're ready, because you're up.
I just want to say, I forgot one thing in my park bag real quick. So hydration is very important. It's very mindful, very demure in the Disney parks.
No cap.
Yeah.
Holy smokes.
So
let them cook.
That's right. Don't want to be Sigma. I don't know. I'm 38 years old. I don't know the terminology. But with the Gen Zers, just recently purchased one of the Owala 32-ounce water bottles that we will be bringing with us to the parks, especially for Kelsey, because she needs to stay extra hydrated after all of her stuff. And Ellie prefers to drink from our cups instead of her cups. So, got to make sure everyone stays hydrated. So, that was the one thing I forgot.
I think it's on to the childless millennial. I thought you were a Gen Zer, to be honest.
I'm like the very last. I'm the very last of the millennials.
Oh, dear.
Yeah. So, I'm on the border, but whatever. So, a couple of things before I do get to my list. Magic Band pluses. Even if they aren't charged for it to like light up and vibrate and all the fun stuff during like the shows and the statues, they're still usable for like getting your lightning lane or getting into your room. So just like in case you're not really familiar with Magic Bands, they're fantastic if you go often to the parks. Definitely something to have, but let's say they do end up losing charge and you don't have a charger with you, you don't actually have to go buy one for it to be workable. So just putting that out there. All right, so yes, I will be considered the childless millennial. So my park bag is going to look a lot different than all of y'all's. Actually, I wouldn't say a lot. There's essentials. So I do want to mention that if you do like what you hear today and you're curious about any of the items, we will be having most, if not all of these things on the Mouse Ears Amazon storefront for you to be able to go and purchase from there. And, you know, not only would that be beneficial for you to be able to get all of the park essentials, but also helps contribute to the Mouse Ears and keep the lights running on this place, which we all want, right? Plug. So anyways, all right, my Disney park bag. I've done solo trips, I've done girls trips, I've done family trips, and I do just a couples trip with me and Mike. And I feel like for the most part my bag typically does stay the same. I do like a good Loungefly. I do believe that you can fit a lot in a Loungefly. Again, I don't have kids, so there are certain things like a bottle that I don't have to worry about. So for like adults only, this is honestly a great bag. It's comfortable. I do sometimes have like a side satchel, like a Kipling bag that I sometimes use, but for the most part, I do like a good little backpack. Not too big, especially because of security. So with that being said, I'm going to start off with the obvious element, which is storms. It is pouring rain here today, guys. It has been awful. The thunder has been insane. The lightning's been like constant. Traffic's been ridiculous. So what better way to start my packing list than to remind people to pack a poncho and or a rain jacket? Yes. Just yes. It doesn't matter if there's rain on the horizon or not. We do not trust the weather apps. We don't. You look outside, it looks beautiful, and then all of a sudden, 15 minutes later, you're having a monsoon outside. So no matter what, you're going to Florida, do yourself a favor and pack yourself a poncho. It could be a disposable one that you get from Walmart. I buy those. It doesn't matter. You just want something. You never know, and it doesn't have to take up so much space. So like, I'll do a poncho if I am if I'm erring on the side of, oh, it's probably not going to rain. I'll do a poncho and a rain jacket if I'm like, it's going to rain. I'm going to take every precaution. And with that in mind, I'll also, like Brooke said, pack an extra pair of socks. Nothing's worse than having wet socks. And even if your shoes get wet, which does suck, socks will produce blisters, and that's never fun. Speaking of blisters, blister band-aids, best thing ever. I think our friend Susan would definitely want me to say moleskin is definitely the way to go. So shout out to FTJ by Susan Swope.
Yes.
Another thing for rainy weather, it is shoe covers. Yep, shoe covers exist, and I'm not talking about the ones that are like that cloth material. I'm talking like zip-up silicone to cover your shoes, keep them protected. They're fantastic. I don't know if you've been seeing on social media this past week. It's been really, really rainy. I mean, it is the rainy season down here, but I mean, it has been big puddles. We're like talking itty bitty puddles and lakes and every body of water at these parks. It's been crazy. So, you know, I always tell my clients definitely pack at least 2 pairs of sneakers, but no one ever really wants to ruin their shoes. So if you want, and I recommend shoe covers. Anyways, I think that's about it for my one more thing for in case the weather is wonky. Be very particular with the phone case you bring. Mm-hmm. So like, let's say you're going to the water park. If that's part of your itinerary, plan ahead, get yourself a waterproof phone case. A lot of these phones have some resistance if it's raining, but that being said, if it's coming down, like, you get a practical phone case that'll help you. That'll be great for your trip. And even if it's not a water repellent phone case, you might still want a phone case that, for instance, has like a stand so that you can prop it on a trash can at Walt Disney World and take a group picture if you're not going to, the PhotoPass service.
Hold on.
Just little things to keep in mind. Yes.
Trash cans are reserved strictly for eating off of.
Exactly.
I don't disagree, but like, what if you prop it while you're eating and you're doing like a Like you're like,
Prop it
you
on the
know what?
margarita from Mexico to take that picture. Perfect.
If you're doing like a food review, you just need to prop it. You can have a little iPhone case stand, and then at least you don't have to bother someone to actually hold the phone while you do this review, and you need someplace to put your food. You see, I think about
Steph,
this.
you're a genius.
I think about this. It keeps me up at night. What ways can I help myself when I'm at the parks?
All we can say is just stick to the status quo. Okay.
Oh my gosh, you guys are killing me. I don't know if it was a good thing or a bad thing that I said this. I'm not a fan of High School Musical.
Also,
I mean,
gosh.
if you want to be cool, follow one simple rule:
No
stay
cap.
dry. Yeah, I don't know.
Yes, Jen? What were you going to say?
I wanted to say, since we were talking about weather, on one of our girls' trips, there were 5 of us, and we all had our phones, and there were 5 different weather apps going on, and each app said something different. It was cloudy. We were trying to figure out if it was going to rain or not, and so don't trust just one weather app. Just come prepared. Come prepared.
Yes. The moment you're not is when the worst is going to happen, I swear.
And
Yes,
Disney,
Kelton. Oh,
go ahead.
No,
No.
go ahead, Jen. You can finish.
I was
going to
say Disney, and Kelton, you know this being a former cast member too, but Disney walkways tend to have flash flooding, and you could be walking in water up to your knees.
I actually saw a photo of somebody standing in, I think it was about 1.5 feet of water right there going to Tomorrowland.
Mm-hmm.
it was bad. It was bad.
Yeah.
So,
And then I completely forgot my other statement. So
Sorry.
move right along.
did it have anything to do with the weather apps?
It did, yes, actually. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
So somebody had told me, take it with a grain of salt, 2 cents, that if you see that it's going to, there's a 20% chance of rain, that actually means that there is a 100% chance of rain for 20% of the area.
Mm-hmm.
I did not know that.
I feel like that's absolutely true.
As a Floridian, it just rains between 3 and 6. That's just what it is.
It is, yeah. Come 2:00, you're seeing dark clouds.
Yeah.
So even if it's like 10 in the morning, you're like, yes, it is. And you'll have the wildest winds too. So on that note, storms also bring humidity, people. It is always hot in Florida. And if it's not, that is a freak thing. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to me. You will want cooling towel. Just take it. It does not take a lot of space. Because if you don't want a neck fan, which I also recommend, and neck fans do take up more space, take the cooling towel. Why have a bad time when you're at Disney? It's unnecessary. You're at Disney. Just take the proper precautions. You'll have a fantastic time. End of discussion. Take a cooling towel. Take a neck fan. You'll be happier.
That's a good point, Steph. You really got your head in the game.
Well, see, you mentioned cooling towel, and it's like, that's what I've been looking for.
Is this the park bag episode or the High School Musical episode? I don't even know anymore. The fact that you guys can quote as much as you can blows my mind. I can't.
You haven't noticed my background?
No, I haven't. I'm focused on my notes.
Can we
You're
recreate that while we're there? Can we recreate that photo? I'm just
You're
saying.
not helping. Whose side are you on?
I love High School Musical. I
You
think
just
it's
have to remember
amazing.
that we are all in this together, and I think Jen should finish it out for us.
I am clearly the minority. I am not even close to finishing my freaking list, guys.
Oh, there's
What?
more?
Oh,
What do you mean?
it sounded like
there's
you were
one?
done.
I've said 4 things. Talked about
Oh.
storms. That's all I've got now. Just let me finish, please. You see, you're not in this with me, okay? We're not in this together. Y'all are attacking me. All right, moving on. I'll try and be faster.
I mean,
Hand
yeah,
sanitizer.
Steph, you
Oh my
probably
gosh.
don't dance.
All right. Serious mode. Okay. Hand sanitizer and or wet wipes.
Yes.
You just always need it. You never know when you're going to have a snack. You never know when you're going to handle food. You're always touching something. Whether it's merch, a ride, a whatever. So even your backpack, you set your backpack down on the ground on rides. It just have hand sanitizer and wet wipes. Just do yourself a favor.
Hey.
Just
And pro tip, do not touch the handrails. Don't touch the handrails. Don't touch the handrails. If you don't want to get sick, don't touch the handrails.
please stand clear of the handrails. Por favor, manténgase alejado from the handrails. That needs to be a sticker. Okay. All right. Water bottle. We've talked about this.
Mm-hmm.
We all bring our own water bottles. There's no reason to drink Dasani water. Just don't do it. Ew. But water bottles, what I want to say, something that I make sure I always do when I do take my water bottle, I would bring a water bottle with a handle that I can hold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't stuff my water bottle in my bag. I have a water bottle that I can fill up with ice. So like, say a Stanley cup or a Yeti, maybe not as heavy, but ideally something that will hold ice all day long. You want cold water. At least I drink cold water. Those people out there don't drink it with ice, but whatever. Have one with a handle. You'll be happier to carry it on your hand and on your back. Chafing stick. Brooks mentioned that earlier. I'm a strong believer of chafing stick. They have some for feet. They have some for thighs. They have some for arms. They have some for everywhere. Those are great. Sunblock. This is Florida, people. Mucho sol. Bring
How
the
did the
sunblock.
redhead forget to mention sunblock? I literally keep it in the center console of my car for when I drive.
So for you need to bring aloe. Because if you go to the water park or you forget sunblock or you forget to reapply, you will want some aloe or some lotion.
Now,
Which pro tip with the aloe, put it in the fridge and it feels muy bueno. Did I pronounce that right, Steph?
You did.
I don't want to make you scream or anything.
No. Sunblock. It could be either lotion or a stick. Whatever is easiest. I'm just gonna keep going, guys. I'm just gonna keep going.
I've been trying to use that song title for like 10 minutes.
Come on, Steph. It's now or never.
Let him cook. He's got that
I have
riz.
nothing else to say. Trying to keep this G over here. Oh Lord. Chapstick or lip gloss? Chapstick or lip gloss?
That is a good one, though. That's
they don't take a
one.
lot of space. I like to have lip gloss. I'll just reapply before my picture with Mickey. Chapstick, I mean, honestly, you can get dehydrated. Those are great to have. Portable charger, we did mention them. When you bring a portable charger, make sure you also bring a cable and a cube sometimes if you in case you ever have the opportunity to plug it into the wall somewhere. Yes, the opportunities arise, and yes, there are places to charge them throughout Walt Disney World. Furthermore, I'm a fan of the solar charger only because, like, gosh forbid I forget to charge it or whatever. I just hook it onto the top of my backpack, and it's literally charging all day long. I've gone to the parks to work, like literally with my computer or my iPad, and if I forget my computer charger, I have my portable charger because it's a little bit bigger, and I'm able to hold some sort of a charge on my computer. So that being said, when I go through security, if I do have my portable charger, and it's not the only portable charger I suggest, it's just the one that I typically grab because it's the most reliable for me. But fuel rods are fantastic, especially so you can swap them out for free at the parks. But these portable chargers that are solar powered, I actually take them out of my bag and make sure I hold them out in front of me when I go through security so I don't get dinged. I've been dinged plenty of times, so I know what to take out. Mentioned, but doesn't hurt to say again, Magic Band. Just, Magic Band. And if you don't have it, you still have your phone, but Apple Watch. It's not something I have in my bag, but I love my Apple Watch. If you're a Fitbit user or something else, I love closing my rings at Disney. I mean, I feel like I'm getting an exercise in. There you go, Jen. You got something. I don't know which one it is.
I have
Samsung, right?
I have the
Samsung. But they're fun. I mean, honestly, like, I really do enjoy closing my rings at Disney because I don't at home. I'm sitting at my desk all day long. Ziploc bags. Ziploc bags are good for just about anything. Honestly, if you want to take a little snack with you, or let's say it is going to rain and there's anything that you don't want to get wet, if your socks get wet and you have nowhere to put them and you're trying to change them out, yeah, put them in the Ziploc bag. So I always have like 2 snack pack Ziploc bags that are just stuffed in my bag. You never know. Even if it's like, hey, I'm going to get a pressed coin. I like these. Well, I don't want pressed coins just dangling around in my bag, and I'm not going to carry my pressed coin little pocket folder thing. I don't know what it's called.
So you put
I'll
them with your socks?
Well, I'm just saying, I pack a few Ziploc bags. So sometimes I'll have my dedicated Ziploc bag where I'm going to put, pressed coins or medallion. Like, they always come in handy, I'm telling you. So Ziploc bags, they don't take any space at all. Sunglasses or prescription glasses. I have my sunglasses for the day, and I got my prescription glasses at night so I can watch the shows and actually see them. Pro tip, do not take a glass case with any kind of metal. Like if they have like a metal spring, don't take those. Take plastic ones or like a leather one, because if they have any kind of metal, it will set off the alarms at the security checkpoints. Okay. Plus, if they're softer, they take up less space and they're easier to kind of stuff in there. I mentioned the moleskins, but Band-Aids and blister Band-Aids. Always good to have a few. You never know. Yes, there are first aid kits, but if you need an emergency right then and there, you don't want to walk halfway through the park to go get them, keep some handy. This is probably obvious, but sometimes you forget. Disney gift cards. Obviously your wallet, but make sure you have a couple of like single bills. Single bills can be for press coins or something that you might not get, you need exact change for. And Disney gift cards, we all have them and we always forget them.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe you see a nice, pair of ears that you like and you're like, you know what? I don't want to spend all that money. Bing, 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 bing. I got a gift card. Girl math. You don't swipe the credit card? It don't count. Pen or a Sharpie. That also doesn't take a lot of space. Why would I need a pen or a Sharpie? Well, people, we go out to eat. You need to sign a check, bill, whatever. Sometimes they have working pens. Sometimes they don't. Sometimes, like me, with like the maps, I'll make notes of something. Like for food and wine, I get the little food and wine passport, and I like to rate the food that I eat. And I'll just make annotations. And you never know when you need a pen, honestly. Same with a Sharpie. Hey, I'm getting a character meet and greet with Maleficent. Well, I want Maleficent to sign my backpack or my hat or whatever. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't take a lot of space. Pen or a Sharpie, always something good to have. Tylenol, people. We get headaches. There are days where we're just marathon, one day after that. We did not get enough sleep. We're tired. It's hot. It's sunny. Tylenol. Yeah, you should never go to the park without one of the travel.
You may trip and fall over the railroad tracks, and you may be saying Hamakuna Hamakina Makaka. I mean, that's the sound of whenever I stub my toe.
Kelsey, don't film you freaking tripping. Come on. In slow motion now.
If you don't say that.
What do you mean stage that? That'll probably happen. So I'm the one that hurt my knee playing putt-putt on my honeymoon.
Oh, there's no saving you, Brooks.
No.
All right, I'm gonna keep going. I'm almost done, I promise. My women, extra ponytails and or a hair clip. It's hot in Florida. You want to take a cute picture.
You keep extra ponytails?
Heck yes, I do. You never know when a ponytail's going to break or anything. And if your hair isn't naturally up already when you first walk into the park and you want it up after 5 minutes of sweating your balls off, please delete that.
Ponytails?
Please delete that.
Like the, you're talking about hair, hair ties. You're talking hair ties. For all of my gentlemen out there, hair ties and or hair clips. No, ponytail is what you put your hair in. That's a ponytail.
I'm sorry. I've always called it a ponytail. I put it on a
That's
ponytail.
that's
I've
that's
heard
what
hair
Kelsey.
bubble. I've heard hair bubble before.
Hair
You know what they
bubble.
say?
Yeah, hair bubble. It's what
Oh.
you put your hair in, so it's
Kelton,
up.
this could be a start of something new. You calling it
Could
a
be a start of
ponytail?
something new.
I will never finish at this rate, you guys. This is ridiculous.
Steph, don't walk away.
No, this is High School Musical.
Disney Park Bag High School Musical version.
I think
Gosh, this
I
is
love
ridiculous. This is more torture than
No.
the movies.
this is
Okay.
just the status quo.
I can't. I'm going to give up on this list, guys.
Don't walk away.
No, I. All right.
We're
All right.
breaking free of this. Continue.
I just want to say my list with peace. All right, last few things. Carabiner. Why would you want a carabiner? There is always a use for a carabiner. You know what you can use with your carabiner? Let's say you do some shopping. Let's say whatever you shop for doesn't fit in your bag. Well, if you have a little carabiner, you can hook it off to the side of your backpack so it's kind of just swinging, but you don't have to hold it. It's fantastic. Oh, Michael made sure to put this one on my list. Phone memory stick, aka like a USB drive. Let's say you take a lot of pictures and videos like me. Well, maybe you run out of space while you're at Disneyland in the middle of watching Fantasmic and you've never seen it before and you're just like, crap, I now have to delete 500 pictures so that I can finish watching this show. Yes, that happened to me. Take a memory stick if you're planning on taking a lot of pictures and videos, or clear your memory before you go on your trip. You never know. It's good to have something so you can just dump all your pictures in and continue moving forward. So that pretty much does cover my base for my park bag. There are some extras. Nope, do not interrupt. do not hold it in. So a couple of things that over the years I've been able to either suggest to clients, family members, friends, you name it. Motion sickness medication. Just, it speaks for itself, right? There's plenty of rides that people are too sensitive for, but you want to still experience the magic with your friends or family. Motion sickness meds, or there are motion sickness bands. Tums. People. A lot of this food is fried.
Especially
Not
for food and wine.
everyone's. Yeah. A lot of these foods, you might get a little bit of a tummy ache after a while, especially if you want to go around the world multiple times like I do.
Especially
You
if you're
can
not
take
in
a
your
little-
20s, like some people.
I'm still in my 20s and I still
I
can
know.
handle it. So a little travel Tums, those are helpful. Autograph book. Those are always fun. Those don't take a lot of space. That's where your pen and Sharpie from earlier also come in handy. A pin lanyard with extra pin backings. Pin lanyard, if you are someone who's a pin collector and want to carry that around, don't forget that. And always make sure you purchase outside of Disney extra pin backings, because you're wearing them, sometimes they fall out. It's just a good to have, and then not pay premium prices for that. Hat and ears holder. People, if you're wearing a hat or you're wearing ears, you have to take them on and off. Thank you, Jen. You take them on and off constantly for rides. If you have a holder that you can attach to your backpack, thank you, Jen, for the demonstration. People, get on YouTube. I love those ears, by the way. That's awesome. Those come super, super, super handy. Especially if it's raining, especially if it's windy. Phone stabilizer. You guys were talking about tripod. I'll take like a little phone gimbal to try and take smoother videos. Although I'll be honest, sometimes I do get tired of holding them. But I do put those in my bag from time to time when I know I want to take special or specific content. Makeup bag. I mentioned lip gloss earlier, but if I'm not trying, if I want to be dolled up for the day, I make sure to pack my makeup essentials. I will sweat within the first 5 minutes of stepping outside of my room. So having a makeup to reapply, just like my sunblock, important. I'll pack that from time to time. I mentioned snacks earlier. you know, not everyone wants to eat around the world or spend all their money. Sometimes you just need a little granola bar or something. Those are good to have. I know Mike loves his complete protein cookies. I don't know if you guys are familiar with those. Last two things. Febreze de-wrinkler spray. So helpful. Yes, do the rooms at Disney have a flat iron? They do. Maybe you just don't want to deal with it. I know that this is something that I specifically bought for the Disney Cruise Line, like for cruising in general, because they don't have that there. Flat irons, I mean. But you just take it, it's a little bottle, you spray on your clothes, you wipe your hand over it, boom, now you've got de-wrinkled clothes. Super convenient and great for travel. Last thing is a Tide to Go stick. We all have messes from time to time. And the moment you wear your white clothing is the moment you will get something on it. So take a Tide stick to go. They don't take a lot of space. And they also have little wipes too, if you want something even smaller than the tiny little stick. Those are just, and I'm not a mom, but I've had plenty of stuff happen to me. And that now is the conclusion of my Disney Park packing bag, or my Disney Park bag, and what I pack in it.
I love it.
Thank you. It was thorough.
A lot of great
Sorry.
stuff.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. Sorry, it was so long. But
No, that's okay.
We had a bunch of interruptions.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
I was going to say, hopefully Mike brings some stickers for people to put in your park bag to give out.
oh, those have already been packed, my dear. Already packed.
Yeah.
And then
So,
for Sticky Mike and the boys, and we can say the boys are back.
Yes, check another one off the song titles.
I have 32 songs to get through, and I think
I feel attacked. I feel personally attacked today. I mean,
think
it's fine.
Steph's
We all
really
go
about to
through
walk
it.
away.
I need a drink.
Kelton, you are the music in me.
I knew it.
I was waiting for that one.
This
I
is
was
really
waiting.
going to be a night to remember.
Yes.
Check.
I'm out.
All right, Jenny, finish this off.
All right.
And then
First,
there was you and me.
First, speaking of the stickers, if you want a sticker from us, we will be in Epcot for Food and Wine Festival on September 7th. So find us. We'll be doing lives. You'll probably be able to figure out where we are because we all have our families, and it's going to be a very large group. There's more FTJ agents that are going to be with us. So just look for a big traveling group of goofballs. I mean, that's basically what it's going to be. Okay.
A massive train wreck.
It's going to be so much fun. I can't wait. I'm so excited. All right. I am a fan of the Loungefly. So this is my everyday go-to that my secret pal, Elise, got me. Elise was my secret pal last year. And she got it. And I'm so excited. And I love it. However, I got this last year for Food and Wine Festival. This is the 2023 Food and Wine Festival bag. So this one shall be going with us. She's very special. We're very careful with her. She's very special. Okay. So for me, and I don't think anybody really talked about it, I do not take my full wallet into the park. I have a card holder. I take my ID and I take a credit card and a little bit of cash because you just never know if their systems are going to go down, and a gift card or whatever. It's very small, and so that saves a lot of room in my bag because when I go through my list, you'll be like, how the heck does she get all of that in there? Okay. So my ID, credit card, and a little card holder. I do not take my full wallet. Okay. Normally I have my glasses and my sunglasses, but I just got these and they are the transition lenses and I'm still trying to get used to them. So we're going to see how they do in Florida so that I don't have to have that. But normally sunglasses, even for your littles. Now, this is what I do for my bag. My kids are grown. They have their own bags. So I'm not packing everything for them. However, there's a little bit of a variance on that. So I'll get to that in a little bit. Sunscreen, my youngest is a redhead, so sunscreen is in all of our park bags. Yes. Hand sanitizer. My biggest rule at the parks with my family, if you ask them, what is mom's biggest rule? Oh, you don't touch the handrails. Don't let me catch you touching the handrails on anything. There will be immediate hand sanitizer. Everyone line up, put your hands out, and I'm going down the line. I am not getting sick. You guys just think about it. I've seen kids lick those things. Like, please don't. Just don't. Don't. Okay. People sit there sweaty bums on them. Just don't. Okay. Off on that. Like Stephanie, I also do lip gloss. The Florida sun, if you don't go often, or even if you do, the Florida sun is nothing to play around with. So make sure that you have some type of lip gloss or chapstick or something. Okay, my charger, I bring a cord, I bring a base that I can plug in, and then like everybody else, I have the phone banks, and I actually have the same ones that Kelton has, and I love them. Sometimes we'll bring a fuel rod just in case. If we have, all 5 of us are going, I bring a fuel rod just so I can change it out really quick if I need to. So that's good. And then I thought that I had it over here, but I don't see where I do. See, it's so little. This is a poncho with a sticker on it, but this is a poncho. It's an emergency poncho. I may have found this one on the floor at Animal Kingdom by the lockers. I did sanitize it because, but it's in the wrapper. So bring an extra poncho. You never know.
Those are available at Walmart.
They are.
Just
or
saying.
Dollar Tree.
The Dollar Tree. But it was like a sign from God, okay? Because it was looking like it was going to rain, and I'm like, I don't have another poncho. And then there it was. This one's special. Anyway, moving on. Okay. Steph said a pen and a Sharpie. Definitely both of those so that you can get autographs and sign things and fill out whatever. We also bring a little nail file because you never know if someone's going to get something caught. And so we bring a nail file, not a metal one. Don't be bringing metal ones in there. No emery board kind of things, like a little nail file. We also bring the little travel toothbrushes. So, because you're eating a lot, and yes.
I totally forgot. I can never, ever, ever go to the parks without gum. Ever.
Yeah.
So, I forgot to mention that. But Jen, sorry to interrupt. Thank you for letting me interject.
Yes, we also have gum. Disney does not sell gum on property. So, if you want gum, you have to bring it yourself. Okay, like Stephanie, this must be a girl thing. We are loaded with ponytail holders. Or whatever it is that we're going to call it. Also, a water bottle. Okay. The chafing stick, I also bring a cooling towel and a travel fan. And Ziploc bags. We just bought another 200 ponytail holders, hair bubbles, whatever you want to call them. We just got a bunch off Amazon. And
I'm glad you mentioned Ziplocs too, and the ponytails, and I'm not alone.
Yeah.
Not alone.
So our who'd we get that from? Sarah Allen. FTJ by Sarah Allen. We took pizza home from Italy in a big Ziploc bag. Yeah.
Look at that.
So
she also, since we're on the topic, and this is just not for your park bag, unless you have children potentially, she is one that will buy sponges, cut them into little squares, load them up with soap, let them dry, puts them in Ziploc bag, and takes those with her to her trip so that she can wash her water bottle from the hotel sink every evening. Amazing. Just like so brilliant to keep it clean, sanitized, and everything after a park day. Not
Yeah.
a park bag thing, but unless you want to clean at the parks, but still brilliant. Shout out to FDJ by Sarah Allen.
Yep. When I am traveling with Susan Swope, I do not bring Band-Aids because that girl has a whole thing full of, she has like one of these full of moleskin, and she's got you covered. However, when I'm not with her, I do travel with a little like first aid kit from the Dollar Tree. It just has Band-Aids and a bunch of little stuff in it. Ears, ear holder. And then for the phone, some kind of gimbal stabilizer, just something if you're going to be taking a lot of, it doesn't go on every trip, should be going on this one. All right. And Steph, you had kind of touched on it. I don't have it with me, but I have a little holder that holds 6 different medications. And so in that we have Excedrin, Tylenol, Advil, Pepcid, Benadryl, and what was the, and bromine. It's an anti, let's not get sick on everything. So I have that, and it's just a little med holder. Also, talking about hydration, I take the LMNT electrolyte powders that I can put in a water bottle in case I need it. So
also brilliant for food and wine.
Yes.
Just saying, like a liquid IV or something, good to have for food and wine.
So
fill in the blank.
Yep. I have to be really, really careful in the heat. So that's what I do. Now, also extra socks. Who said extra socks? Extra socks. Please, extra socks. Even if you're wearing like flip-flops or something, if you're all wet and you get on the bus, those buses are usually freezing. You're going to want to put socks on. Okay, so please take a pair of extra socks. Now, on some trips, I also like just do a phone sling with a little thing with it just depends on what we're doing, but this is what's normally in my bag. Now, that is a lot of stuff, and if you have a Loungefly, you know that everything falls to the bottom of the bag, and then you're trying to dig everything out. I have a bunch of zipper pouches, and everything in my bag is organized into the zipper pouches, so when I need something, I can just pull the pouch out. So, pro tip, if you have a Loungefly, get some little zipper pouches.
That's genius right there.
Yep. So, that's my lifesaver there. Now, I'm going to tell a quick story. We're going to talk about Steve. And I wish Amelia was here to chime in on this. But, so my kids are grown. And when they got old enough to not need a stroller, I realized I then had to carry everything. I don't like carrying everything. So we would get like a little umbrella stroller that has a little, just a little tray in the bottom of it. We had one named Steve. We named him Steve. I don't know why my husband and kids picked that name, but we had Steve. And on the back of Steve, we have, and this is only for our family trips. So on the back of it, we have a shoe organizer that we use for cups that we put all of our cups in. So we just zip tie it, cut it down to size, zip tie it, and put it in there. It's helpful. We have an extra poncho just for Steve. Okay, because you got to take care of Steve because all your stuff is there. We also have a soft-sided lunchbox cooler kind of thing. You can't take a hard-sided cooler into Disney, but you can take a soft-sided. We have tons of food allergies, so we usually have snacks in there, and it fits right into the seat. So that's Steve. And a funny story about Steve is that one night we were leaving Fantasmic, and my husband and kids thought that it would be hysterical to look for Steve by calling his name in the stroller area because they moved the stroller. there were several guests who were very upset and concerned that we had possibly lost our child, Steve. So trying to explain to this this one lady, she was just, oh, God bless her. She's like, I think they lost somebody. I'm like, no, it's just our stroller. We're just looking for our stroller. There's somebody in the stroller. No, it's just, can we stop, please? So we have a new stroller. If you come and meet us, you'll be able to meet little Miss Minnie Marie. And
I was hoping Steve too.
Well,
or Johnny Five.
No. Well, it's pink, so, and it has Minnie
Could
Mouse
be a
on
Barbara.
it. Yeah. Well, yeah, we could do Barbara. I don't know. My kids and my husband name the strollers. So
Gertie.
And what we do with that, we don't push it everywhere with us. I'm very big on not going back and forth across the parks, and I stress that to my clients because you will wear yourself out. We park it in whatever land we happen to be in, and then we go back and get it when we're done with that land. You
left Steve by himself?
I did.
Oh my goodness.
I am a
stroller daycare.
What kind of parents are you?
Stroller abuse. And then we lost him because he moved strollers.
Oh, poor Steve. Rest in peace.
Oh,
poor
Or pieces. Rest in pieces.
Honestly, that's like the biggest pro tip for anyone who has like any kind of back pain. Doesn't want to carry a backpack. Because I feel like unless you're really just popping in for like dinner or for like a single ride or like just a nighttime show, you're never going to go to the park without something. Like, seriously. So
what you're saying is just buy your own Steve and name it.
Buy a Steve.
Everybody should have a Steve.
I mean, that's what I've been looking for.
Buy Steve.
I'm going to text Michael right now. We need a sticker that says buy a Steve and a stroller on it. What?
Michael's going to have no idea. He's going to watch this and go, what is wrong with the four of you?
Okay, does Mike...
Yeah, he's so excited to meet you guys.
Does Mike have the same view on High School Musical as you?
Oh, he does. Yes. Probably pure hatred at that point. He is not a fan.
So I guess Brooks, you and
he
I
does love Zac Efron. He does love Zac Efron. But that's about it. That's as far as it goes.
So if we
it's now or never.
It's now or never.
So if we all happen to break into
I've gotten
song
all 32
in line somewhere, that wouldn't be good for you guys. I'm just...
Oh no, you will scare Michael away, and I will somehow just disappear into the wall.
Okay, so fair warning, we sing a lot in the parks. I'm just saying.
That may not be what I'm looking for.
I can't say that I sing, but I will dance. I'll just randomly break out into like a nice little happy dance jingle type thing. Like, oh, this is a good snack.
See, Steph, I thought you said I don't dance, but you hit it out of the park.
My God, no, you got it. You got me again. I cannot believe this. I cannot believe this. This is the roast of the century.
Okay, Steph, you had said earlier today in our group text, we need more weird in our videos.
This is true.
Brooks and I have delivered on thy silver platter with the gray stuff of the weirdness.
And watch this get 5 views.
This will make for some great bloopers.
But really, I am gonna when I meet Mike, I'm just gonna look at him and go, shake his hand, a firm, like strong, manly grip. Mike, this could be the start of something new right here.
It'll go over it. He can quote any movie. Like, he's unbelievably good about that. You'll lose him in High School Musical. You guys are very good at quoting stuff. He'll be on par with you guys, because for me, I don't have that skill. Y'all have that skill.
So
you do that, you won't understand it. I'll look at you and I'll be like.
So Kelsey says that my brother Jacob and I, if you haven't listened to the episode from season 2, A Tale of Two Brothers, go listen to that. But Kelsey says, my brother and I, we speak in movie quotes and TV quotes.
That's how we are too.
So I will
Yeah, that's my brothers.
at least once a week I quote Heavyweights.
Oh, I haven't seen that movie in so long.
About once a week, I'm feeling skinny, Tony. Pops in my head.
So,
But we have to use the body system in the parks. Body!
but hey, Jen, is that it for your list?
That is it for my list. And
So-
for Steve.
Oh,
Think-
Steve.
All of our poor listeners out there are probably going, oh my gosh, when is this train wreck gonna end? Well, I think I have what you're looking for, and we're gonna give you the trivia and the trivia answer here again. And if you don't remember from an hour and about 7 minutes ago, we had given a trivia question of actually located in Utah, what high school served as the main setting of the 2006 hit, absolute bomb, no cap Disney Channel original movie, High School
Classic.
Musical? Does anybody know?
East High.
East High would be correct. East High over in Utah.
What inspired this question to begin with?
I spent
And you
25
can't say
minutes
me.
looking for a trivia question, and as I'm scrolling through my 37th webpage of trying to find a trivia question, I went between Sandals, Universal, Disneyland, Disney. They were all too easy. I wanted to get something we haven't done yet. And then I stumbled upon the greatest thing since sliced bread, High School Musical. Absolute treasure. Troy Bolton, Gabriella Montez.
Spread?
Greatest thing since
Get
sliced
out of here.
bread. And we will, because I'm going to close it up right now here for us. So,
Like every day.
like every day. And checking off the last one. Well, folks, that just about does it for this week's episode of the Mouse Ears podcast. If you're still with us, please don't forget to join us over on Facebook at the Mouse Ears podcast Facebook group. Check us out on TikTok, YouTube, Instagram to stay up to date with all things travel, but mostly Disney. We will be next week not recording because we're all going to be en route to Walt Disney World in Orlando. So we are planning to do some lives on Facebook, TikTok. I don't know if we can do Instagram, but we sure can try. A lot of things posting because we will be at Food and Wine. It's going to be a
Food and
great
wine, food and
time
wine.
down
Everyone loves food and wine.
there. And if you're interested in having a Fairy Tale Journeys travel agent book your next trip, please visit fairytalejourneys.com and let them know that us at the podcast have sent you. Lastly, and I do hope you do, but if you enjoy our weekly episodes here of the Mouse Ears podcast, we would love for you to leave us a review on whatever platform you listen. Until the next episode, everybody, have a very happy Labor Day. Be safe. I hope you were safe over the Labor Day weekend. And we will see you
At the
hear from you
parks.
at the parks or on the next episode. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.
Bye.
Have a great week, everyone.